coat on and everything right now,
Yo, you're. Oh my God, you guys. So, wait, let me find the tweet that said it.
The tweet.
Let me find the tweet. I gotta go because I sent it to my friend. Now, where's her name? It was a Twitter thread. It was like mature. Wait, no, the original tweet is y'all think Future toxic. Whole time Drake someone said, call me crazy. Shit, at least you calling. And then somebody commented, maturity is learning that Drake and Future are actually the same type of dude. And then some girl did a whole thread on that's called Drake is the poster boy for benevolent misogyny, a thread.
Made a whole thread about that? You ain't got nothing to do.
Benevolent misogynists seem supportive, and they probably think they're supportive, but they are actively upholding outdated stereotypes about ability on the basis of gender. Drake does this through his music and his weird encounters with numerous women. Drake is the self-proclaimed nice guy that thinks women should like him because he has money, fame, and he's attractive. He seems even more nice and safe because he makes music pouring his heart out to other women. Meanwhile, some of his lyrics are literally F-boy mottos. Let's talk about how he's obsessed with sex workers, saving women, and retiring them. See his song Practice. Mm-hmm. He has several songs discussing saving a woman who he perceives to be lost, usually a stripper or a sex worker. See The Real Her, Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, Marvin's Room, etc., which is misogynistic because he assumes that these women need saving at all. Newsflash, they don't need to be saved. Some sex workers love their job just like anybody else. And why would you want a woman to stop her bag to be with you? That's goofy and not actually supportive of sex workers like he thinks it is. He shouts out women all the time, especially Houston strippers, most notably Malaya, who he dated for a time. He tried to force her to quit stripping and retire her without her consent or express wanting to quit or retire. His baby's mother is a porn star, which is no accident, just like most of the women he pursues are usually the same kind of woman.
Yo, all I had to say to this chick who wrote all of this is, why are you mad?
He has an obsession about acquiring these women and then putting them out of work. Let's not forget Drake forcing himself on Rihanna through a very public and awkward and unwelcome proclamation of love at the VMA Awards show in 2016 either. That was so awkward, and it was like those men... You okay? There's paper towels back there. Pressure women to accept their proposals because they are scum. He even makes songs taunting women for not having wanted him, and he wasn't Drake, and about how he made them who they are today. See, shot for me. This is the end. He's the type of man that he himself doesn't abuse, rape, or insult, but he hangs around these ninjas that do and is a bystander. He participates in patriarchy, but at such a distance that he looks like a good guy, but he's not. He's just as creepy as the overt creeps. Well, I mean...
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean...
Fucking right. Fucking right. All right.
I mean, she made some points. Like, I can see her argument. I still love Drake, and I'm still going to listen to his music. But she made some valid points.
I think he's just funny to me because he always comes off like... basically, like, he can do whatever he wants, but women can't do anything to him. It's like he'll talk about doing other things, but then he'll do lines like what was it on More Life, whatever song.
He'll do lines like,
oh yeah, well,
cocaine.
I mean, he'll
Snow White lines. Doing coke.
He's like, you really gonna spend this winter with the southern nigga? It was like, you talking about chicks spending seasons with other people? Like, do you know what you've done before that?
So does anybody here feel like they're a benevolent misogynist?
Well, no. I don't think any man, even if he was, would be like, me.
Yeah.
I'm benevolent misogyny. The definition.
Does anybody here feel like they have any toxic traits?
No.
Toxic traits?
I don't know about toxic.
Or in a past life?
Oh yeah.
I don't. I'm trying to think of when I was ever toxic.
Anthony, I don't think you were ever toxic.
Yeah, you're not. I don't think
You're
at
actually,
least I don't. From what I know, I don't think
You're just
toxic.
benevolent. You're not.
Define benevolent.
You're a nice guy.
Oh, you said benevolent. I thought the way you made it sound.
is good.
Show us how much I know. I need to do my Googles. I ain't know what benevolent meant.
Yeah, that's good. That's a
right.
good-hearted person.
Young benevolent.
Young Nev.
Young man.
I definitely about to say young Benev, but that's better. Young Neverland.
Young Ben.
Young Ben. Young Ben out here.
Young Evelyn.
Young Evelyn.
Evelyn. Yo.
Ew, why do I laugh? I just noticed, just listening back, why do I laugh like a drunk aunt on a cruise or something?
Usually people talk about drunk uncles, yo. I never heard somebody say, y'all sound like a drunk
Well,
aunt.
I mean, she's not going to call herself a drunk uncle.
Nah,
You're right.
yeah. I would really be playing
What's
myself.
up, Uncle Jasmine?
I'm drunk. I'm your uncle. You're drunkle.
Uncle Never.
Drunkle Jasmine. Yo. Drunkle Jazz.
Yo, get out. All right.
I
this
mean, I'm sure
podcast-
there's-
that's a good 5-minute pod. Get out.
I'm sure there's women in my past that would consider me toxic or dislike something I did. But I don't see it that way. I'm not sitting here saying I'm the greatest guy in the world, but I'm not sitting here saying I ever went out of my way to be toxic. Might have been some growing
Fair.
pains in there. Maybe some stuff. Maybe I didn't realize I was being toxic. I don't know.
Fair.
We were all teenagers and in our 20s.
Would you like to share any of your toxic traits, or you want to just keep that under wraps?
I was just, you know what? Nah, because I'll tell you.
All the way real. All the way live.
Keep it real for the pod.
Yeah, I was just always like from one thing to the next.
Ooh.
But like even when I was in something, or I would move on to something else, but still like have like my hand on like my previous situation still, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
quite let go of it, which would cause drama. Like I always like had some type of baggage or something, which caused drama. And it's like I think literally everything that I've been through, all was brought on by just me. Like it's all my fault. But
Do you know why that is? Like, can we dig deeper? Is there something?
I never knew. I think it was just
You just bull? Like,
it's crazy because I don't feel like I'm one of them people who need somebody all the time. But I always did have somebody all the time. But it's not like a thing like, oh my God, if I don't have somebody, I'm gonna go crazy. Because I'm fine with just occupying myself. I'm cool by myself. I'm good. But like relationship wise, I was just always in one. I don't know. Even when I didn't need to be. But
I've been like that too. Like I was always, if I ended up single, I was fine. I had things to occupy me. I had things to do. Women used to get mad at me for that. Like they were telling like, you just trying to waste my time. Like, no, I'm just not hype. Now, but there were women who I was hyped to be in a relationship with. Whether that succeeded or failed, that came and went. But when I was single, I was single.
right.
So like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to call it. Like the behavior of somebody being like, or a woman to me or a man to a woman being mad at you because you're comfortable being single and you're not in a rush to be in a situation. It's like, well,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
it's nothing wrong with that. But some people will be like, oh, that means you probably out here. Like, no, me being single has nothing to do with another person. I just am cool being single.
Yeah.
all right, well, yeah, y'all be single and stop leading people on and treating the girl like they your girlfriend, and but then turn around and be like, oh nah, but I'm single, just so you know.
All right, wait, are you like the feds? Who you been talking to? You mean generally, man, or us?
No, generally men in general, not y'all.
I'm about to say, wait a minute. Jasmine, what do you know?
No.
Who are you speaking to?
Not y'all. I don't know y'all situations. I'm talking about men in general. They'll say like, oh yeah, it's nothing wrong. And I agree, there's nothing wrong with you wanting to be single and not be in a committed relationship. Okay, that's fine, but let's not act like we are. Like don't bring me to your family's house and stuff like that. Don't call me every single day and fall asleep on the phone. Don't do none of that.
All right.
But
I'm speaking. I can only speak from a past life because technically you do know my situation currently.
Oh, okay.
When you were like, I don't know you, something like.
I'm gonna just act like I don't. I said it for the sake of the pod. All right, I know y'all situation, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not commenting on y'all situations. I'm just talking about men in general.
Now, that's fine.
Told me about all your insecurities for what? Drag me to your family's house for 2 hours, whatever. For what? However the song go. Like
what song is that?
Jaded by Drake.
But you're quoting this toxic guy apparently though.
He's still bull. He's still
now you just made a point. Now, exactly, because when we be like, all right, we won't, and then y'all will be mad at that.
I can't speak for other women.
Women will be like, oh, I'm like, all right, I'm single. Like, you don't ever call me. You only want me to come over for this. You only want to call me when you want to go. I'm like, all right, well, if I did everything else, you would be mad and said I'm leading you on.
Right.
Which side is it?
Why not just say that from the beginning? Like, because y'all want to play, because y'all got a hidden agenda. Y'all like, oh, I can't tell her that I just want to, that I want to be single and don't really want nothing serious off rip, because then I might not be able to get what I want from her, or like her time or energy. Okay, so let me pretend that I actually want to be in a relationship with her. And then when she asks me, oh, so what's up with us? I can just be like, oh, nah, I'm not really trying to do all that.
So then what do you say to the women who we as men do say that too? And they're like, that's cool. I ain't looking for nothing super serious. And then we are like, all right, bet.
Then she can't blame you.
That's all I'm saying. All right,
that's what
good.
But y'all don't ever say that. Y'all say that after you done led the person on for months. Come on.
I mean, nah. Some people do speak up though. Not everybody speak up,
but most of y'all do not.
You don't got the stats, man. You don't got the stats.
I don't have the stats, but I can imagine. And I'm gonna run with that. I'm gonna run with my imagination.
Imagination.
I see people really express themselves on Twitter and social media. Like, I read posts, I read articles, I read surveys and studies and blogs. Like,
you know what though? All right, well, maybe if we get into it, say if y'all get into a situation, no one says anything about what this really is, what the situation is. I feel like, I mean, all right. If you're in a situation and you start talking, but y'all start doing things that are getting like up there, like you bring somebody and they meet a family member or something, or y'all hitting raw, and then it's like, all right, cool.
And I
spits water out and out.
Right. Then it's like, all right, maybe a conversation needs to be had. Now, say if it's not the guy who brings it up, but the women don't bring it up either, then it's kind of like you're not obligated to be like, okay, well, now since that happened, now I guess I gotta take. It's like we gonna do, if we don't speak on it, and neither do y'all, to be honest, we gonna do whatever y'all allow us to do. Wow. If y'all are allowing it, then it's like,
and you're exactly right. And I had to learn the hard way with that. Like that was always my toxic trait. I just let things slide and just super accommodating, and just like I didn't set the tone for how I really wanted it to go. I just let the guy lead the way or whatever. It was never like a mutual thing. I would always kind of just be like, oh, well, like just kind of like go with the flow, when I shouldn't have always been like that. Like, I should have kind of put my foot down or set the tone. And if they wasn't, with it, then all right, bye. Like, not really like wait until they acted the way I wanted them to act. Mm-hmm. So I guess I feel like I'm not a toxic person in general. I feel like it was always the other person's fault.
I mean, I see, from the outside, just hearing stuff, it seemed like you genuine. You ain't.
Yeah, I was always a genuine bull. Like, I'm the type of person, like, I'll sit there and reevaluate the situation over and over, and I'll really try to pick out everything I did wrong. And the only thing I can come up with that I did wrong is that I picked the wrong bull.
Well, you can also
I'm not perfect.
No. Nobody is. But you can also be detrimental to your situation, relationship, whatever. You can be detrimental in doing nothing.
True.
Like, just because this person you felt like led you on, or you allowed things, doesn't mean that they were wrong.
I see what
You
you're
could
saying.
be toxic to yourself. And I don't even mean you personally, because I've been there.
Yeah.
Or I let myself get steamrolled in a relationship.
Yeah. So yeah, I
or
am
a situation.
toxic. You're right. I am toxic. I was toxic to myself.
But at the end of the day, I might have been
myself.
waiting for something that either wasn't going to happen,
Right.
or I thought they will become someone who they never were to start with.
Right.
That's not their fault. They were who they were before you met them.
Exactly. And that's another thing. Like, I'm real like into zodiac signs and stuff like that. You know, I always like name drop. And of course, I'm a Pisces, and
Piskies.
we're like dreamers, kind of. And I feel like I will always see the person for what I wanted them to be and not what they actually were. Like, just the fantasy of them.
That's what
Like, yep.
You gotta flip it, because all that's gonna do is disappoint you.
Right. And I've
Most
been
times.
disappointed like every single time.
Yeah, because you want to be. Because if you're trying to look for what you want somebody to be, honestly, that's probably gonna force you to. That's gonna force you to probably like try to like change that person and vocalize it, like the second you see something that's different from what you fantasizing, and that's not good, because don't nobody want to feel pressure to change. In the
Right. And the
situation
thing
that
about it is, I don't even I don't pressure nobody to do nothing. It's crazy because the person will be actually the person that I want.
Right.
Like, they'll act like this great person, and then it'll just like this switch that goes off. It's like weird. It's like, and then I'm constantly trying to hold on to that person that was in the beginning, when that was an actor in the beginning. So I'm holding on to an actor, a person that doesn't even really exist, and that person could exist, but they're probably not really going to exist to me. Like, they might be that person for somebody else, but that's just not for me. And I honestly feel like what's for me is for me, and what's for somebody else is for somebody else.
Or they just ain't get there yet. Like, that person could really probably be that person, but maybe in their life they just ain't reached that point where
Yeah,
they're just like, I'm ready to be.
Yeah, I don't have time.
In
Well, yeah, I feel that.
In relationships, whether serious or superficial, a lot of times, more often than not, and a lot of people don't want to believe it, it's all about timing.
Yeah.
There's people who I've, in my
Facts.
past, that I've talked to, and it didn't go anywhere for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? But then I could see that same person a year or two later, and things. I'm at a certain point in my life. They're at a certain point in their life, and now it worked all of a sudden.
Right. I definitely agree with that. Well, I'm glad those days are over because I'm in a happy relationship. But
Ship.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm happy about that. It's finally like what I want. Remember just a few months ago, like I was trashing all y'all and saying it was going to be a cold winter.
Yep. Where he from?
He's from Philly.
Okay. Oh, wait. Say it again. No, say it again. Where you from?
Oh, no, actually.
What did you say about Philly?
I learned that there's this other part of Pennsylvania that's actually not Philly, and they keep telling me it's like outside of it.
I don't want to hear that. Where are you from?
So apparently Sharon Hill is not Philly. It is.
How detached do you think Sharon?
All right, I know
you're talking about it
I know
like
it's skip, popping, and jump. I know.
You talking about it like it's like in Delaware.
Yeah, my man is from Sharon Hill.
No, because I would say like, oh yeah, he from Philly, and then people like, no, like that's not really Philly. That's outside of it. I'm like, oh, I thought it was all the same thing.
They close enough to be the same niggas.
Yo, you can find a Delaware person or a Jersey person that is just as bad as a Philly person. So Sharon Hill ain't Sharon Hill, guys, ain't gonna be. He's a Philly boy, straight up.
But he don't act like.
Okay.
But everybody in Philly don't act the same either.
Classify what a typical Philly dude acts like. What are you not seeing in him that you see from other Philly guys?
I don't know. Trash behavior.
What?
You gotta be more.
No, you need to elaborate.
I don't want to talk about this anymore, but
because you got the Philly guy there, so it's cool. You got him. All right. Chill.
no, yo, shut up.
Relation.
No, what's funny is like, oh, where he from? Oh, all right. Like, all right.
Cause you
What,
did.
you wanna apologize?
You had that whole
We let
other
you
episode
trash
about
us.
these Philly guys, and you can't say nothing now.
Oh, wait, I did.
You
That's why I
let
did it, 'cause you
Oh,
got
yeah, I
one
made
of
that.
them.
trash Philly dudes.
Yeah.
Well, okay, Philly, I apologize because Philly Bulls, I apologize because there are some good people, good guys in the city.
Listen, you
Like,
don't even know your own damn problem. you got a Philly guy now. Listen, you got him.
yeah.
But that's good. That's all right.
And you know how like when you finally find a person that like is on the same page as you, or like quote unquote your soulmate, and you thinking like this whole time like, where were you? Like we could have been, you know what I mean? But
Timing.
But timing. That's exactly because we were talking about that, and I'm like, who knows if we would have really received each other the same way? You know
Right.
what I mean? Because we were at different spots in our life. Like you might not have appreciated who I am, and I might not appreciate who you are at an earlier stage in our lives. Like so, I think like I keep saying, like everything happens the way it happens for a reason. So, like and it made me think about what you said about timing. So
It's all timing.
yeah,
I mean, it's chemistry too, but a lot of it is timing.
right.
Yes, it's just a lot that goes into like finding somebody or finally getting somebody that you really feel like, all right, this is the perfect time for this particular person and
Right.
everything. And
Stars align.
Yeah, if that person is good for you and they let you be you and they give you the space to do what you need to do and they understand that and they got stuff going on just like you on the other end, I don't think it can get any better than that, yo.
That's important. That's so important.
Very
like for the
important.
person to just let you be who you are. Like, and it don't make you feel like, oh, like, man, he probably want this type of girl. Maybe I should be more like this. It's like, no, they just love everything about you. Like,
Yeah.
they just appreciate everything about you. Like,
Yo, you could do
that
whatever.
is the best feeling ever.
Well, no one should ever change who they are for a person anyway. You should
Right.
always be you.
Yeah. Once you feel like that, or at least once I feel like that, I'm like, yeah, 9 times out of 10, this ain't gonna work out.
You can only
Yeah.
perpetrate for so long until it becomes weight, and you at some point you got to relieve that weight.
Right.
Because your moves become less genuine at that point.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then that's how you could just tell everything gonna go downhill because
Yeah.
you ain't even doing nothing straight from your own, like, they not your own actions. It's based
Right.
on something else.
Yeah, you just acting off how you think somebody wants you to act.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's just not. It's
That's
not
when-
the move. Like it's draining.
It's one of the worst things you could do.
Right. So I'm just happy I'm in a situation to where like I can just totally, completely be myself, and it's appreciated.
Yeah. Like that is like
Security.
probably number one. Well, it's up there for me. Like
Yeah.
as far as like letting me be myself, and I mean in every way. I mean like let me do what I do in my everyday life, like as far as like my music and stuff like that,
Right.
without trying to get on my case.
Right.
And 2, I'm stupid. So if I go out and I want to be stupid, or I'm silly, and we like if I'm with you in like Target, and I want to like play around, just let me
Right.
play around. I
Right.
ain't gonna hurt nobody, but just
Right.
don't like look at me like, oh my god.
Yeah, like I hate
They be like,
that.
I've been there. That's annoying.
Like, yeah, and I've been there too, and it's like, all right, man. It's like when you do something, it's supposed to be cool. Then when I do something, then it's all like, all right, and it's like, all right, you know what? All right,
Let me rap Lil Kim's whole verse in Players Anthem.
Exactly.
That's
yeah,
it.
We've all been there.
come on. Like, let me
Like-
joke around with the cashier or the waiter or
Right.
whoever it is. Let me
Right.
do what I gotta do. I mean, not I said gotta do. Let me just that's like I don't have to do it. But
I'm trying to get to Target so I can mess with this cashier. And you
Right.
hold me up.
It's so funny. My mom like always told me like, Jasmine, like you gotta take things slow and like get to know the person. And she always says like have an argument or something, like see how like that person like deals with.
It's
Like-
important.
And it's crazy because like with my boyfriend, I haven't had an argument with him yet. Like, so, like.
How long y'all been talking? Or how long y'all been official, I should say?
Like a couple weeks, right? Or like a week and a half, too?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. It feel like forever.
Oh.
You don't even know the date yet, man.
I don't know. So wait, hold on. Let me look at my calendar. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it's only been 2 weeks.
What y'all gonna argue about in 2 weeks?
No, but like we've been talking longer than that. Like
Well, I don't want to say it'll come. Hopefully y'all never have to
and
argue.
I always said this like before I even met Bull. Like, wow. Like I can't even imagine like arguing with somebody. Like what we arguing for? Like I've sent 5-paragraph essays, but like they weren't arguments for real. For real. Like
Somebody
I've
looking
never.
from the outside would think it was one, but
Yeah, like I've never even like. Well, yeah, like I don't know.
because maybe you just not. Maybe you ain't the like super extreme arguing type. Like you probably don't. And plus with him, like you said, you probably can't even imagine what an argument would be about with y'all.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, like what are we arguing about?
And that's a good feeling because maybe I mean, I don't know a couple that's done it, but maybe y'all just always be on the same page. I mean, you don't. Now I'm about to say y'all don't know each other. Y'all don't know every side of each other yet.
Right.
Clear, but so it's like there's always room for like the possibility of an argument, but that's with everybody. So
well, I'm probably gonna when the argument does happen, I'm gonna probably stop mid argument. Like, oh my god, this is
This is the argument.
this is the argument. Okay,
my
go.
mom talked about this.
Right, proceed.
Yeah. Yell at me.
Yeah, so
He gonna be sitting there like, that's why you're getting on my nerves. You gonna be sitting there like, yeah, right? I get on your nerves, man. Sitting there waiting for the insult.
You ain't even taking me seriously. I'm out.
Right.
that's another thing about me. Like I'm like nothing's ever serious. Like everything's funny. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Arguments, I be wanting to laugh. Sometimes I will laugh. Sometimes I laugh, and then it's like if they catch me, I be like, dang. But it's like other times I'd be like, it's either I like laugh and be like, oh, so it's funny, or it's just like, dang, you just so nonchalant, and I'm just like,
That's what I get all the time.
cause I'm just like, what's the point of
Right.
getting hype? I'm not gonna act like I never got hype, because sometimes it's like, if you say a certain thing, it'll just like set me off, and I'll just be like, no, Then it'll just be like, yo, why you gotta be amped up? Why you so down there? Then be like, all right, so I chill. But then it's like, so you don't have anything to say, or you just? And I just be like, nah.
Because I really just want to be like, no. Like, I didn't want to argue in the first place.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, you got it.
Some people care about like coming out on
That's
top
frustrating. That's me want to strangle. Oh, you got it, or
Yeah, but you do got it.
You do got it.
Because we don't care enough to fight.
Yeah.
Fight. Like my thing is, like I've had arguments with women, and I'll be like, you can fight with yourself.
ooh.
But it's like because I don't feel like it. Like if your only goal is to win this back and forth, take it. I don't want
I
to
don't
fight
care
you.
about it.
Y'all just want to have the fight. Like I don't.
It's like, yo,
I was like,
take it.
even if I feel like I'm 100% right, I mean, obviously, it varies on what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But if something dumb that I don't even care about that much, I'm like, you got it. I'll lose. I'm not even trying to win.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
care
all right,
about
cool.
this conversation.
Yeah.
So go be mad by yourself. Go look in the mirror and argue with that person.
Right.
Imagine.
They'd be like, yo, go. Yeah, that's how I be too. I just be like, yo, go. All right, it's cool. After a while, I'm not gonna say I ain't never been through an argument, but it's like we'll argue for a long time back and forth. Then it just be like, all right, yeah, you know what, you right, you got it.
Yeah, and they hate that.
I know they be like, all right, now you just hit me with the you right, and I'll be like, no, like you got it. Like you can, like it's like, yo, you got it. You know what? My bad. You got it.
No, so you don't even care. It's like, yo, what do you want?
You have it. You have
Aren't
it.
you trying to have this debate so you can come out on? You got it.
So you can prove your point or whatever you're trying to do. It's like you got it.
And if not, then all right, you go in there and you send a long paragraph text message to yourself, and I'm gonna go in here and chill.
Pretty much.
I think women just want to feel like y'all actually care.
We do care, but I don't care about this conversation. I don't care about this argument.
Yeah, do y'all really care? Like, if we, I ain't gonna lie, I've never ever been the type that's like this. And maybe it seems like insensitive or something, but it's like Do y'all really hate when we're able to go to sleep perfectly fine and y'all not all right with going to y'all not all right? Because I'm sorry.
Y'all like Homer wrapped up in the blanket.
Yeah,
and then we like Spielberg like,
yeah.
yo.
No matter how hard how bad the argument is, I was always able to just after that, I'd be like, all right, and I'll just go to sleep and it just be like, well, I'm not all right now. How you just even so you just gonna be able to go to sleep and just on this and we not even? I'd be like, I'm tired. My eyes heavy. I can go. I'm good. I can go to sleep.
But that comes with, obviously it depends on who you are, but it also comes with experience in certain kinds of relationships. Because when I was younger, when I was like a teenager or maybe super early 20s and me and whoever I was talking to at the time got into it, especially if I was in a relationship, that shit would hurt me. And it'd be like, I'd be laying awake like I want to make it right.
Right.
Then you get older and realize what's important and what's not. Like if we get in an argument, I'll be like, all right, well, I'm going to sleep. I don't feel like this isn't.
Wow.
Arguments have been stopped me from sleeping. Well, but it also depends on who you are to me.
Right.
And if I care about you that much. Mm-hmm. Like now, if I get into a serious argument, I was like, all right, this is going to mess with me now.
Right. Yeah, and that's definitely understandable.
No, if my peace is disturbed, I cannot sleep. I am like Spielberg.
So you just can't sleep if I don't know, like I can.
Like if I feel like I don't know,
easy.
I'm being like I can't reach you, I'm being ignored or something like that, or like there's like tension, like my peace is disturbed at this point.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
And I can understand it. Like, I can definitely understand.
Like I'm not enraged and like calling you a million times. Like I'm not even that type of person. Like I've never done anything crazy to a guy or bleach clothes or burn down houses or anything like that. Like that's not really my steez. But I feel like
I'm laughing at the idea of a steez being burning down a house.
They my steez, nah.
Sound like steez, but like I feel like I'll torture myself before I torture that person. Like it'll be like inner torture. Like I'll just like overanalyze, and overthink everything to the point where I'm sick and I can't sleep.
Yeah, see, it's
in my past.
I mean, well, yeah, in your past. It's just amazing how it can be like that though. Because I feel like, I never sweat anybody. Like anybody, even if you did mean a lot, it's like I'm just not the like. I'm not the like I'm a sweat you type. I'm not even like the get jealous of anything type. I'm just
benevolent,
like here.
Misogynist. You're in the Drake category, Aaron.
How?
Because like love you.
I mean, yeah,
but
of course.
You're like the just a F-boy with like the best personality ever. Like you have the characteristics of a really nice guy. Like just knowing you as like a cousin or even like as a friend. Like
I mean, I've been told
benevolence, but there's like this darkness in your mind and your spirit.
Look out of here, dark Ben.
That's right. Yo, dark Ben.
The Ben, no, Ben is the good guy. It's the Neverland.
Oh, the Neverland. Oh, okay. Yes, okay.
Ben's evil twin, Neverland. Like,
all right.
Damn, why they name his twin like a name that has nothing to do? It doesn't even sound like Ben.
Neverland.
Ben and Neverland.
Ben and Lynn.
I guess. I think that's my only thing, yo. Ben and Lint. Yo, I don't know. I've been told that, and it's like, I don't know. It's like I've been told like that.
What's it going to take for you to stop? But
no, I'm chilling now.
Oh, but go ahead. What have you been told? I mean,
but I just been told like it's like the exact words were things would be so much easier if you were like if you was an asshole. Like if you were like a bad guy, it would be so easier because then I could just easily hate you.
But you're
it's
a
like,
nice guy.
But you're so nice and you got such a good personality.
Like Drake.
But you just also just
a F-boy.
Know how to
like Drake.
Wait. Pause.
That wasn't Drake though, was it?
Pause. We don't know Drake. Yeah. We gotta stop just because he's.
I know him. But go
Just
ahead.
because he's one way in the public eye does not mean that that's Drake. How do we know Drake is not just a jerk behind the scenes?
Yeah, he
We
could
don't
be.
know that.
He's a nice guy.
No.
Nah, we don't know him. We don't know
You
him.
sitting here saying
If he
just
was
like
a jerk,
Drake.
that would have been out already. It
But
would
who's
have
gonna
been
just
out
be
already.
like, this just in, Drake is a jerk?
Exactly.
Plenty of people. The complaint is that he's a nice guy, but he has like these ethnic tendencies, like we're talking about with you. If the biggest superstar right now, it was a jerk to women, like it would be all over the news. All the women that he's
All
dated.
over the news? The news would consider that important information.
Yeah, the news. Listen, the news has gotten
Probably like
ratchet.
TMZ or something.
Yeah, I know she's the news. I'm thinking about like
Channel
ABC.
6.
No, there was something on
Breaking
Channel
news,
6.
Drake
and I
is a
was-
jerk. More than 11.
No, no.
Like,
More than 11.
Said-
No, like that's been the consensus. Like, wow, like Drake is a really nice guy, but that was what the whole thread was about. See, y'all dismissed the thread, but
No, we
she
didn't.
made some.
But that was
point.
based off of music.
that's
though.
based off of music. That's based off of public perception. They do. This girl who made that thread does
She
not know
combined music with his
With
real
what?
life, with his real life
his
personality.
real life. No. His life that's presented to the public.
Fine.
Like, say if he go like
She
to
wasn't
his-
in a room with Drake, watched him do stuff, and then text the
Yeah,
thread.
it's like how you know how he is in person. I get what you're saying and that what that person is saying, but it's like, how do we really know how he is like off of a camera, off of a not behind a microphone, nothing.
I'm telling you, if Drake was like a real a-hole,
It will be on the
we
news.
would know. Trust me. People
I
are
don't know.
constantly working to expose Drake.
So
We would know that.
I don't.
It may come. You know what? It may come out later on.
I mean,
but right now, he's a nice guy. He's
it could.
benevolent. Massage.
It could,
You
but I don't know.
I'm not going to sit here and just say for sure. And this is nothing against Drake,
Yeah.
but I don't know Drake, and
Right.
I don't know Drake outside of his fame.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know you personally. You could be a jerk.
We don't know Aubrey. We just know Drake.
Yeah,
I know Orbs.
Aubs? You know what you just said?
that's like. How do we know behind the scenes like Beyonce ain't shit?
Oh no, she's an angel.
No,
don't know
you
that.
don't know her. That's a problem. All these beehive chicks online feel like they know her. Y'all don't know this woman.
And she definitely don't know y'all.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, she's an angel. Try to run up on Beyonce in public. Try to get close enough to her.
We not gonna know how she gonna act. Her bodyguard gonna be right there to shut us down, so we don't even know.
I just catch her like in her neighborhood walking
It's
her
all how you
dog or something.
approach. If I run up to her like, "Oh my God, hey girl," no, she gonna be irked. Like you gotta approach her right. That's how I approach Marsha Ambrosius.
This is
on South Street.
Sorry. This is the problem sometimes with celebrity. Because like you said, I have to approach her on. You don't know her to respect her.
No, I mean,
Not to say that you wouldn't be
Yeah.
respectful, but the way you worded it was, I have to walk up to her like I have. But it's like, if I saw Drake, I'd be like, I don't
I'm
know
saying
you to
regular people.
respect you.
No,
Right.
regular people. You want somebody regular run up to you like, "Oh my God," like
No.
you
You're
pay
absolutely right.
Beyonce the same respect. But I'm just saying, like you were saying, like run up on her and see how she act. So my response was, well, you know, I wouldn't run up on her like all like hype. I would just be regular, like hey, like I would try not to be starstruck, but I wouldn't be like all like hype and bringing attention to the situation because I know how a lot of celebrities feel like they don't want to. There's people and human at the end of the day. Like
I feel like
they don't want.
if we turn the tables and Beyonce or Drake or any celebrity X run, I'm regular, and they run up to me and be like, "Yo," and I would be like, "Yo," like I would be kind of like
I'd
taken
be
back.
like,
That's what I'm saying.
how? Yeah. I always feel like if it's a celebrity, I'm gonna just. I mean, people. What I can say now, not like currently running up to a celebrity and just seeing a celebrity. I think people gotta realize it's like, yo, these celebrities do these big things and they make great content and great music or whatever they do. But I really feel like if I was to really be somewhere, say if I'm just like in a store and I just see Drake or somebody just shopping or something like that. I mean, chances are maybe I probably won't say anything. But even if I do, I'm not gonna try to walk up and give a handshake. I'll probably just walk by, just be like, yo, like, you know, I'm sure that you know everybody in the store knows who you are, but at the same time, you gotta remember, like, these celebrities are still like people.
Right.
Like, they do the same things that we do. I mean, they can just do more because they're rich, but at the same time, they're people. They built just like us. They just did something to where they can live this lifestyle, that different kind of lifestyle than us. That don't make them like a super person just because they're still just human, just like us. So it's kind of like, I shouldn't treat Jay-Z like I would treat like one of my neighbors that live on my block or something like that if I say hi to him, because Jay-Z don't know me either. So it's kind of like, me and him have to give each other the mutual respect. Like, Jay-Z probably gotta walk up to me. He probably knows that he can walk up to me and like dap me up or say something, and like I'm gonna say what's up back. Like, I ain't just gonna be like, "Hov, get on my face, dog." Like, go back and get your ocean spray or whatever you about to go cop. But it's like at the same time, it's like we don't know each other.
That would be a great public experiment, though. I would love to see a super celebrity, someone of the Drake, Jay-Z, Beyonce caliber celebrity, the super top tier celebrity, walk up to a regular person, because they probably already think they have the power of celebrity. So you're going to be like, oh, you know, shake your hand, dap you up. It's a pleasure to meet you. I would want that celebrity to walk up to somebody, and then that person just straight like
Diss him.
brush him off.
And just be like
Hov walk up to me like, yo, what's going on, man? I'm like, what's good?
Ooh.
Like, I don't even get hype.
And they probably be like, he ain't going.
Like, no.
He gonna be Joe.
Yeah.
And I would want them to be like, do you know who I am? I'm like, yeah, I heard your
Yeah,
albums. I got you rap.
Yeah.
There was
But that's okay. Like, that is okay.
there was some video. It was like a B.O.B. or something, and then somebody like just happened to, I guess, I don't know, be recording, and then B.O.B. was like getting in the car, and he was like, no pictures. But nobody even wanted a picture with him.
Salty.
It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, see, stuff like that. It's like, yo, they still just people at the end of the day, yo. You gotta, like, that's why with the whole, I mean, I wasn't around. I wasn't like going to shows at this time, but it's like every time I hear though about the Michael Jackson thing and people is passing out, I'm like, I don't know if I can pass out over a person. Like, I might love what somebody does, but even my favorite rapper, favorite singer, favorite producer, like, if I see them, I'll just be like, yo, this is cool that I'm meeting this person or I'm seeing them. But at most, I'll just be like, dang, like, it's crazy. I'm seeing like what I always hear, like, in person. Right. But I'm not gonna be losing, like, needing an inhaler and have to passing out. It's like, yo, I'm not doing all that.
I met Marsha Ambrosius on South Street, like, and she was like just walking like casually, like with her friend, like she was kind of just like talking to her, and then I'm just looking around like, so nobody sees Marsha Ambrosius just casually walking the street.
It's cool that she could do that.
Yeah. So I just kind of just walked up to her and I was like, oh, hi, I love your music. Like, I didn't come off like a crazy fan. Like, I just calmly walked up to her. Like, she grabbed my hand. I was talking to her, like, just like this, like, hello. Like, and she's like, oh, you see that song back there? You're going to go to my show? I'm like, yes.
That's all I do.
Yeah, she's a really sweet lady.
Yeah, like, people.
She's really pretty in person.
And that's cool.
Regular. Like, just regular, like. Because that's sometimes how strangers walk up to you, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, hey. I seen, what's the name? When I used to work at the mall, I seen Jasmine Sullivan in our store.
You did?
Yo. People was like, even like the girls like that I work with, they was like, walking into the fitting room, yo, Jasmine Sullivan is out there. And it's like, she's from here. And I was like if somebody's from Philly, I'm not going to be.
So like, if Meek was in H&M.
No. If Meek was in H&M, I'd be like, oh, shoot, Meek out there. But I'm not going to be like, yo, you're Meek Mill. Like, what are you doing in here? You're Meek Mill. So,
what are you doing in your hometown?
Right. It's like you from here, so like I'm not going to be as surprised to see you as if I saw like somebody else. Like if I see like Swiss Beats walk in there or something like that. But if I like, she was in there, so they're like, Jasmine Sullivan's out there, and they're like, yo, and I'm at the time, I'm just in the fitting room, just like, all right, putting these clothes here, and she walks up, like I see her shopping, and she was just regular. She had like a hoodie and some leggings on, and she had shades on. So this girl was like she straight up was like, yo, I wish I was like working the fit room, because she grabbing clothes, and I think she about to. I'm like, what are you gonna do though?
Yeah,
like, it ain't like you,
what did she think she was gonna do though?
I don't know. And she came to the fitting room, yo, I just stopped. I was just like, hey, how many you got? Like, how many clothes she got? And I don't know. She was like, no, just this. And I was like, all right, you can go to this one right here. She went in the fitting room. When she left, she was like, all right, have a good one. I'm like, yeah, you too. I wasn't like, yeah, Jasmine Sullivan, you can have this one. All right, Jasmine Sullivan, have a good.
I cleaned out your fitting room more than I cleaned out the other fitting rooms.
Yeah, right.
Jasmine Sullivan.
I ain't even clean out her fitting room. I just pointed to the room. Was like, yeah, you can have that joint right there.
You got that one. It's a little shit in there.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, it's. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to be all like hype.
I think the one celebrity like I would actually get emotional if I met would be Mary J. Blige. Only because
that's like
y'all know my history with her. Like,
yeah, that
would be like iconic.
Everything.
That would be everything. I would probably tear up.
See, and you're happy to meet him. Say, I'm not surprised by people reacting that way. It's just the people that like just go absolutely crazy and start losing their breath when they meet. It's like, relax.
They do be though.
Yeah, it's like, yo, relax, man. Like, don't run up on nobody. Don't just chill. Because believe it or not, these people who want you to know who they are, they don't really want all that. Like,
right.
I can't imagine them actually wanting that. If I was like as big as like Meek or Drake or Jay-Z or something, I don't want to go into a store and then immediately see somebody see me and they running up to me full speed like, yo, can I?
Nah.
Yo, chill. Like, how you know that if you don't run up on me, I'm going to just steal you as soon as you walk up to me. Like, get up out my space.
Right.
It's like, you don't know that. Like,
respect my bubble. Respect my space.
Yeah. If you ain't going to run up to that man over there grabbing pants, why are you going to run up to me? Well, I mean, not why, but it's like, don't run up to me like that.
The man with the pants didn't put out a platinum album.
Or on the low, the man with the pants did. We just don't know who he is.
It's a song about pants.
Right.
Some celebrities I like so much that I don't even want to meet in person because I don't want to be disappointed.
They say
like
don't meet your heroes.
Don't meet them.
Like, I love Rihanna so much. I don't want to meet her in real life. Be not saying I think she's like mean or anything like that, but like, you know, people have, because she was like move you anyway, get out my way. Like, I don't want to. I don't want her to ever tell me to get out her way. Like, I just
man, you live with that one.
Yeah, because like I love Rihanna way too much for that. Like.
Right, and you just don't want.
And like, she's that type of person. Like, her personality is on display. Like, she's not gonna like be like fake. Yeah. So,
see, the people I want to meet are.
And you never know like what type of day they're having or anything like that. Like,
you don't, and that's the natural human thing. Like, you never know what type of day.
So like, I don't
having.
ever want to take that chance. Like, I think she's like the only one. Like, I don't want to meet her because I love her that much.
Yeah, I don't even know an artist that I could just say off the bat like, y'all want to meet this artist. I just honestly, if I had to choose one, I'd be like, let me meet J. Cole or something.
Yeah, we
just because he seems like
a little more down to earth,
way more transparent. Like, seems transparent than a lot of other people. But and down to earth. But all the people that I really would want to meet, and my list ain't really like that long. They all like producers. Like, I'm not really hype on like I want to meet this artist, this artist, this artist.
I want to meet Rick Ross, and I was determined to meet.
I think
that big boss energy.
My motivations for meeting a person isn't based on their accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to meet like weird people. Like, I want to meet like Vince Staples, because every time I see, he's just funny.
He's just
super funny. I just want to like bust it up with him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's cool.
I can't tell you any Vince Staples lyrics. Just his personality is just funny to me.
Seems cool, yeah.
Him, Freddie Gibbs is just a super cool. We gotta talk about that. Yeah, it's super cool, down to earth, funny. Like you said, Cole. Like,
I want to see
In a weird-
Trey
yeah,
Songz
honestly,
up close.
In a weird way, I would meet.
Yum.
yum.
I would want to meet. Or I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna say want to, but I wouldn't mind meeting the baby.
Yeah, he
Just
seemed
because
cool.
he just seemed like he just seemed like he just
He's
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he just a cool. Like yeah, he might be fun too, but it just seemed like he just all like he ain't trying to get into nothing like stupid. He just be chilling.
Yeah.
If the situation allows him to be chilling, but
I gotta meet Will Smith. I feel like there's no reason why I shouldn't have already met him already. But like,
you gonna end up on a YouTube video somewhere. He's like,
listen.
now I got jazz on this roof.
And it's like
You know how it gets with me, Jazz, and the cast of Coming to America. Link up.
we on the Tyler Perry Studios lot.
Yo, I gotta meet Uncle Will. Like, there's really no excuse at this point.
Yo.
One day, I'm a meatball.
All right. Yeah, that'll be a great person to
I
meet.
might tear out with Mary J. Blige and Will Smith because
You're just together.
I don't know. I feel like Will Smith, like Fresh Prince, is like my favorite show ever because it just makes me so happy. Like whenever I was feeling like away, like I would just be hoping Fresh Prince was on, and I'd be like, yes, and it'll make me so happy. Like I love that show. It makes me so happy. So he's just like, I feel like a celebrity that are like a part of my like childhood. Like I would like to meet.
So you probably want to meet him now though, because I know you heard all those stories about how the Fresh Prince cast at the time said that they ain't really like working with Will.
I thought it was just
And
Viv.
I mean, I don't know. I just heard that he was like
Cocky.
Yeah, like he would like, what would he do? I think he would like mouth like people's lines while
you could see it in one of the episodes I saw when he was
yeah,
when he got with Majigga to do he didn't want Ashley to do the violin anymore, and he got her some drums or something like that, and then like I saw him like mouth Uncle Phil's lines when Uncle Phil was like yelling at him. And I think he was just because he was new to acting. So
right.
I think what it was these people were probably like trained actors, and like here he come like not even like a trained actor, and he's just like the star of everything, and he's just like a young kid, so he probably had a little chip on his shoulder.
Probably, yeah.
So like, yeah, I'm gonna meet him because like I say this all the time. He reminds me just of what is shown in the public and social media on TV. He reminds me so much of my dad. Like it's so crazy. Like I want to see them interact
like with each other, right? Exactly.
Yeah, wouldn't that be hysterical?
I mean, I could definitely see it, and I see exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But moral of the story, I know Drake. Next.
Man, we came a long way from talking about Drake.
I know, right?
Guess what, guys?
What?
I just got a new apartment.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
Congrats. Congrats on your new apartment.
When you getting in there.
I'm excited. I'm moving all my stuff in this week. My furniture should be coming over the weekend. So I picked out my furniture. I'm just excited. Like it's small, it's quaint, it's humble, but
Hey, listen.
humble beginnings.
It
But
is
I'm
what
excited.
it is.
But
It's yours.
It's just
That's
me.
the-
Yeah, it's just
Listen,
me.
Yeah, end of the day, it's yours.
And that's crazy. Like I gotta pay for stuff.
Yeah.
Ain't that wild?
That is crazy.
That is just
it's
just
nonsense.
nonsense.
It is. So I mean,
Nah, it'll get used to that.
yeah. And I'm like just looking at the prices of everything. I'm just like,
Gotta
I
buy
need a
it.
better job. So
What
if
did,
anybody's
what
hiring,
did you see that had you shook? Like, I need more money that you want to buy for yourself.
buying all my furniture. Well, it's only a one-time thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but I just feel like it's gonna hit me pretty hard.
I mean, you're gonna get it back.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get
The
it.
great
back.
thing is that it's a
I'll get
one-time
that back.
thing, so it's just like you don't.
Yeah, it's not like a monthly thing where I'm gonna be paying my furniture.
Yeah, I mean you can do that now, but you don't. You're gonna be all right.
Third month, and like, oh, another couch.
Yeah, right.
No, not doing that. But and it's not like I'm buying for a house. It's like an apartment. It's not. It's temporary. It's not like this is going to be my home for years and years and years.
Right.
So I'm really excited about it. Like just shopping for the stuff. I'm not really a huge shopper, so I can't be in the store all day long.
No more shopping, please.
No more late night breeze. No more midnight breeze.
No more dough.
Can't even kick it no more.
He was in the background of that joint like, oh, he was hype as ever.
That's your little bit of music on this interlude episode.
No, here's some more music. Guess who's dropping their album on November 7th?
Rough Ends.
I'm pretty sure. Let me.
Rough End?
Rough Ends good.
Yeah, let me check. Make sure Rough Ends is actually
Vibes
dropping.
from
I don't
Netto
wanna
dropping
give it-
November 7th.
Okay.
They really
Shout out
is
to
dropping
Vibes
music.
from Netto. Let me just verify. Yes, my girl Doja Cat.
Oh, she dropping?
Yes, November 7th.
Oh, I'm listening
Oh,
to that.
now
joint.
y'all hype. Listen, audience, listen. Doja Cat
I-
came
I-
out with rules. Y'all got hype. I've been trying to tell y'all.
She was. You was
Thank
the original
you.
Doja Cat fan.
Thank you. Where are my flowers at? Oh, but I am nervous because
About what?
Amala was so good. Like, no
Amala.
skips. That's the first album.
Oh, my bad.
It was so good. I don't know. Will this new album hold a candle? I don't know.
I mean, we don't know.
More at 11.
But back to the Drake story.
Right.
Drake was caught red-handed being a jerk.
Right. Yo, red-handed.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that.
Camera zooms in on him. I'm a jerk, so what?
I know, right?
You're a jerk. But I'm excited for that. Like it came out of nowhere, but I was waiting for her. But here's somebody else that I just cannot get y'all to like. Baby
really
Mother.
messing with her for a night. Oh, Baby Mother.
Baby mother.
Just can't get y'all to like her. But she put this new song up on SoundCloud, and I love it. It's called Urban Legend. Somebody check it out. Somebody. I feel like she ran that joint, but that's just me. I feel like she snapped on it.
Got Urban Legend.
Whatever.
All right.
No. Don't. All right.
All right.
Nah. Y'all.
I ain't say a word.
All right, listen. When I leave here and I text you and tell you that John crazy, or tell you about
I'm
it.
gonna play it while we wrapping up.
All right. Do
Y'all
it.
not gonna like it, but
Wait, so you know we not gonna like it.
probably not. But like, I think cause like I actually listened to the
I like
lyrics.
sick. I like sick.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Sick in a minute.
Me neither. But I like it though.
Seek. That was supposed to be my theme song for the winter.
Salt.
Now,
Salt.
Now it's
Salt.
shit. Shit. Yo, that you
now
just
I'm
ship.
shipping.
Yo, you are a ship.
But even I don't know. I'm feeling some type of way because I feel like I'm starting to listen to the same stuff again, like over and over. But
I hate that feeling.
yeah, and it's not like there's not new music to listen to. Like people put out whole albums and albums I still haven't even listened to yet.
It's the fact that we've reached a point of too many options as opposed to having no options.
We gotta work with what we got.
Also,
Well, we used to have to.
I'm still waiting for my guys and my girls to drop like the people that I've been waiting for. Like
I'm really surprised there hasn't been any Big Sean or Janae
like
Aiko
Big
drops.
Sean,
Right.
Janae. I think Cole's supposed to say he's dropping
2020.
the fall off. Fall off.
Yeah, I heard about that yesterday.
Who else have I been waiting for?
I know you waiting for that Playboy Cardi album to come out.
Absolutely not. Are Drake and Future still supposed to be doing What a Time to Be Alive too?
Honestly,
hope not.
I hope not.
What? Why?
I don't want that album.
I don't really care about him no
I
more.
like that Big Mood song that got leaked.
It was
Alright.
it was okay. It was okay. Cause remember they did Used to This, and then, what was that on?
Oh, y'all love that.
Used to This. Like, where did that go on?
I'm working like a Mexicano.
Yeah.
Hit the llama, probably with whatever he's saying.
Right.
Yo.
It's like you said, I hit my new apartment with a new McDonald's.
Hit my new apartment with a new McDonald's. Why do you throwing McDonald's at your apartment?
I've been messing up lyrics all episode. I don't know what's going on.
Hitting my new apartment with the new McDonald's. Yo, listen, that song wasn't on nothing. Then they did the Big Mood joint. It was just on YouTube. But that's where I heard it. But I don't. At this point, it's like even at the time when they dropped that, I was like, I liked Future's music, and I mean, I'm not gonna never. I don't think I'm gonna ever not like Drake's music, but I like Drake music a lot too at the time. So it's like even after it, when they were talking about doing a second one, I was still like, yo, all right, bet,
Yeah,
cool, but I don't know.
You're over it now.
I think what I'm really afraid of is not their abilities. Honestly, I'm afraid of the
Dark.
beats. Like, is it just because is it just gonna be another like everything sounds like Future's music with Drake on it type of thing, and then the last song is just a Drake type track?
I didn't agree with that assessment when people were saying that. But
Yo,
That's what it was.
I didn't agree.
yo, a lot of the beats would have been different.
Fine.
If Drake, a lot of beats would have. That joint was heavily Future influenced.
Did Metro Boomin produce it?
Metro Boomin.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got it.
Honestly, I don't think Metro Boomin. produced-
Everybody.
Metro Boomin, right?
Metro Boomin.
I don't think Metro Boomin. I don't think he did 30 for 30.
Metro Boomin.
There's no way
That was a
that
Drake
Metro
song.
Boomin did
That had to
30
be
for 30.
40. That
Had to be 40. But
40 to 30 for 30.
right, 30
40 for 40.
30. But
Fine, you're right.
I don't know, but I just feel like I don't want it to be that again. Like I would like it to be. I mean, it has to be like a mixture. I feel like they can come to like some kind of middle ground with the production, to where it just doesn't sound like Future's beats.
Well, it may have sounded like Future's beats, but this is what I didn't agree with. But people were saying like Future like outshine Drake on the song.
Okay,
I feel like that will never ever happen.
Yeah, because he won't ever outshine.
First of all,
Drake.
I feel like Future's parts just kind of become part of the melody. Like they're just kind of back. Like I'm not really listening to what he's saying.
He's
It's just
not
a
even-
sound.
Yeah.
To me.
You can't even really make out some.
Yeah, I'm
he's
listening
saying.
to what Drake is saying. I'm
you
sorry.
are sound, my nigga.
Right.
Like
I really like if they bought it out, I'll listen to it, of course. But I just don't. I already don't see it being better than the first one. I'll still listen to the first one.
I love the first one.
Yeah, I love What a
What a
Time to Be
Time.
Alive, the first one.
But besides the fact that I was working at the Disney store in the mall, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was a great time.
To be alive.
Yeah, I still get hyped when I hear Jumpman, if I ever hear it anywhere. But
I skipped Digital Dash like.
yo,
every
Digital
single
Dash
time.
is my song. I'd be playing that joint like twice.
No, I don't get it. It sounds like a whole bunch of noise.
I think everybody just hates Plastic Bag.
No, I love Plastic
See,
Bag.
but a lot of that was like
Get a
honestly
Plastic
at
Bag.
first that was like a lot of people like least favorite track.
You tell how much I listen to this album because I have
Oh
no
yeah,
input.
Magic City on a Monday. Let's go to
It wasn't bad,
church
though.
on Sunday.
Maybe
Just look at us
one
like maybe one day, maybe one day, maybe one day. But now got the ones with me. I be in the club.
with the band,
Like
like I got the keyboard and the drums with me. Maybe one day,
you'll understand how I get it though. Then it's everything I ever said.
Listeners, they're both, like, rapping at me right now.
I roll up with the bands on me.
It's a good night to dance on me. It's a good night to dance on me. It's a good night to dance
Girl,
on
I've
me.
never felt so old in my life.
Yo, we was all listening to this album at the same time.
Yeah, I listened to it, definitely. I just didn't listen to it enough to memorize
I
anything.
skip Digital Dash and Big Rings. I start right from Live from the
Live
Gutter.
from-
I liked Big Rings. I always play that.
I got sick of Big Rings though.
Yeah. It was too simple for me. Diamonds Dancing.
Yo,
Come
that,
on.
that track was dope. I liked Diamond
dirty.
Dancing a lot.
I analyzed the heck out of that outro.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Remember that?
You look drained. You look exhausted.
Scholarships. I wrote a whole remix to that I never released.
Okay, bars.
All right.
No, I really did. Plastic Bag. I just rapped that for y'all. I'm the plug. I always do the Millie Rock
On
to
the
that
plug,
joint.
baby. On the plug.
Change locations. I skip that sometimes. No, I'll never forget. I was listening to What a Time to Be Alive before I went to work. I worked at a bank, and I paused it, and then a little while later, like I had my phone under my desk, and I took it out to use the calculator on my phone to calculate something, and then
To
like
That's what one does with a calculator.
Right.
Sorry, I was kind of redundant.
I took out my calculator to send a fax.
Shut up. And then, like, I accidentally pressed it, and then it was on the part where it was like, 60 naked, no exaggeration. I calmly pressed pause. I was like, that didn't happen.
Yeah. I thought you were about to say it was at that unnecessary part where Future kept saying the same thing. Remember, he was like, that's the money is piling. I just piling and piling and piling and piling. I was like, why
you couldn't think of nothing else.
You couldn't think of nothing else. You just had to keep saying the word piling over and over and over
and
over
nobody
again.
said, you know what?
Because at that moment, like literal pollen from a tree blew into the studio.
Piling. Like, nobody in the studio was like, all right, Few, what else you got?
Yeah, I'm
He
like,
was
you
like-
had to have something else.
He was like... And then Jumpman, Jersey, I skip pretty much all the time. And then 30 for 30, I love. So
You know what time to be alive was?
it was a good time to be alive. I'm telling you, live from the gutter to I'm the plug is just golden.
Straight through.
Yo, nobody like Plastic Bag? I didn't know that.
I listen to Plastic Bag. As far as Future's albums, I can't listen to whole things anymore.
No, I don't want. Whoa, I don't want anybody to ever think I can listen to a whole Future album.
Yo, Hendrix was good, yo.
That's what everybody keeps
Yo,
saying. Every time I say that, that's the first
That
thing
was
they
the
say.
best representation of Future Vibe
Yo.
because it was
I gotta
super
listen to it, I
commercial,
guess.
so it worked.
His best albums was for real.
I like
was,
Incredible.
Was DS2 and Hendrix. Like Hendrix, I listen to that joint like the most out of all of them. Like
You can
that,
understand what he's saying, or he just
No,
sound,
well, he
sound
still
like
has his ways you can't understand. But it's like everything sounds so good. It's like, yo, this
it
album,
was good
yo.
production.
Yeah, it was
Like,
mostly
what's
Metro
good
Boomin.
about it?
He was making different kind of songs. Like the
He was
sound,
making songs. It didn't
Yeah,
sound
like-
like super trap. Like
yeah,
it was songs.
It was
Oh,
like
okay.
it sounded like actual. Like it wasn't just like
I heard
Metro
it was
Boomin
like
just,
an R&B album.
It was. Because remember, that was the time when he brought out the one called Future and the one called Hendrix. But the Hendrix one. The Future one wasn't, it was all right. But nah, Hendrix was it, yo.
I like
Hendrix was
Future
right.
song, Turn Out the Lights.
Oh, yeah. Don't give up.
There are actually, I talk a lot of trash about Future, but it's actually a handful of songs I like by him, like Turn Out the Lights, Wicked, March Madness.
Yo, March Madness is.
Yeah, that song is beautiful, actually. It's a handful.
Yo, Future got some songs, yo.
But I do like him when he's with Drake. When
Oh,
he's
yeah.
paired with Drake, I can digest him more. I can tolerate him more.
Yeah, I'd be more willing these days to listen to an album that got him and Drake on it. I don't know. Drake is good with like certain people to where like I want them to make an album together or at least an EP or something together.
Right. So it would be easier for women if you were just like Future,
If I was like,
but you're
Future?
like Drake. Yeah, because it would be like harder to.
I
Cause
get
you
what
know
you're
what you
saying.
mean? Cause you
Oh,
said
okay. It'd be easier to hate me. After
Yeah.
That. Okay. All right. I got you.
you're
Yeah.
a lovable thug.
Thug. yo?
It's like you're not thuggish at all.
Man, I've been told that. I've been told I was
It's the thuggish ruggish bone.
thuggish ruggish.
It's the thuggish ruggish bone. Oh, it's the thuggish ruggish bone.
Everybody like 23 and younger immediately turned off the
Yeah, I
podcast.
didn't know
Like,
that.
what song is that?
That is funny.
All right.
All right.
You was right with it.
What up? What up? What up?
After all that.
No
It's
intro
an hour
now.
in.
Nah, no intro now. Y'all know where to find us. AuxCordcast, Instagram, AuxCordcast on Twitter, AuxCord on Facebook, AuxCord on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook. I think I said that. Yeah. AuxCordcast@gmail. Hit us up.
Gamal.
There was no intro because we really didn't have a direction for this episode. Not a lot happened. We pretty much unpacked a lot in the last one.
Kanye.
This episode we just used to rap with y'all. Just have a regular convo.
But we came to some great conclusions.
We did.
You're benevolent. Ant-Man is benevolent. AO's a benevolent misogynist. And
I
I
don't know
know,
if I call him misogynist. We'll backtrack. Go on. Go ahead.
and I know Drake. So those are our conclusions for this episode.
Jasmine doesn't know Drake.
More at 11.
Jasmine doesn't know him at all. She knows his celebrity persona, just like the rest of you.
Drake, don't listen to them. You know I know you.
Whoa, all right, I'm getting out of here. That sounded intimate.
I mean...
You and her whole relationship. Don't talk to Drake like that.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, Drake. I'm taking now.
Unless you're going to do it. Nah. But for the aux chord, I'm Ant.
I'm Jasmine Yachty.
I'm benevolent misogynist.
Yes. Young Nev.
Psych.
Young Nevolent.
Hey, yo, no, yo.
And you are now unplugged. We will talk to y'all next time. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, weekday, workday, weekend, workout, drive, Ferris wheel ride.
There you go.
Pogo stick jump with headphones in. However you listen to this, have a good time and be safe. And we are out. No more shopping sprees.
Drunk with Jazz.
No more
Drunkle Jazz.
Drunkle Jazz.
Bye.
See y'all next time.